I want someone whose heart is big enough to hold me. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. A wind that blows aimlessly is no good to anyone. I am still in the land of the dying. I shall be in the land of the living soon. I have a theory that as long as you have one good friend, one real friend, you can get through anything. Success involves going to where others believe is too far. Time is simply the measurement of human progression against that of existence. Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. The sharpest minds often ruin their lives by overthinking the next step, while the dull win the race with eyes closed. The words kept coming back to him, statement of a mystical truth and a palpable absurdity. You are exactly where you need to be. Do something if you want something. Otherwise, it will be your whole life. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. I was 40 years old when I stood up for myself for the first time. I should have stood up earlier. The right to search for the truth implies also a duty. One must not conceal any part of what one has recognized to be the truth. Faith and reason are like two wings of the human spirit by which it soars to the truth. There is no respectful way to deliver a truth, Peter Ojo. Now this might disturb you, but I find I'm okay by myself, and I don't need you or your benevolence to make sense. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. Dream as if you will live forever, live as if you will die today. People often claim to hunger for truth, but seldom like the taste when it's served up. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. Life moves very fast. It rushes from heaven to hell in a matter of seconds. Though we tremble before uncertain future, may we meet illness, death, and adversity with strength. May we dance in the face of our fears. Don't sacrifice yourself too much, because if you sacrifice too much, there's nothing else you can give, and nobody will care for you. Life doesn't always give us the choices we want. All we can do is make the best of things. He was a lonely ghost uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. The trouble with denial is that when the truth comes, you aren't ready. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. When there's an opportunity in your life where you are able to stop and be present in the moment, smile, and be the moment. Everything is beauty, but not everyone sees it. There is desire in the perfect, beauty in the imperfect. Thus I lust over the flawless, and fall amorously forceless to the flawed. I can't understand why people are frightened of new ideas. I'm frightened of the old ones. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever. You just have to live. We may be small, and we may be young, but we will shake the world for our beliefs. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Things are not always what they seem. The first appearance deceives many. The intelligence of a few perceives what has been carefully hidden. We have been moving along at such a fast pace that we no longer know what we are doing. Now we have to wait until our soul catches up with us. My head will explode if I continue with this escapism. Life is magical for those whose hearts are loving, minds are full with joy, and eyes that are dancing with beauty. There are two ways to reach me, by way of kisses or by way of the imagination. But there is a hierarchy. The kisses alone don't work. All progress takes place outside of your comfort zone. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. Two wrongs don't make a right, but they make a good excuse. And that's when I realized the thing about the truth. It always comes out, no matter what you do. In good company, one must never want to be entirely and solely right, which is what all pure logic wants. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Why are trying so hard to fit in when you're born to stand out? Mama used to say, you have to know someone 1,000 days before you can glimpse her soul. Procrastination makes easy things hard and hard things harder. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. And all the lives we ever lived and all the lives to be are full of trees and changing leaves. Give me the facts and I will determine my own truths. A book is someone's story. Treat it carefully, look at it closely. The people I distrust most are those who want to improve our lives but have only one course of action. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Sometimes, we are so attached to our way of life that we turn down wonderful opportunities simply because we don't know what to do with it. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. And the truth must finally lie in that which every oppressed individual feels within himself but hasn't the courage to express. Successful people don't have fewer problems. They have determined that nothing will stop them from going forward. Never let your sense of morals prevent you from doing what is right. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. I wish you all very good lives. We are more severe judges of our own acts. We judge our thoughts, our intents, our secret curses, our secret hates, not only our acts. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Prioritize today accordingly. Don't believe what your eyes are telling you. All they show is limitation. Look with your understanding. People make mistakes in life through believing too much, but they have a damn dull time if they believe too little. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Regret is mostly caused by not having done anything. I am serving the purpose for which I was designed, therefore I am satisfied with my existence. We have to lie to ourselves to live. Otherwise, we'd go crazy. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Most everything you think you know about me is nothing more than memories. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. When first we practice to deceive. One little ray of sunlight can do wonders in our life. Life goes on. Get over it. You're still young. It'll get better. Blah, blah, blah. The smallest thing, well done, becomes artistic. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. Much of what was said did not matter, and that much of what mattered could not be said. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time. A man of talent tries to use it. Deliverance is not for me in renunciation. I feel the embrace of freedom in 1,000 bonds of delight. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. Play around. Dive into absurdity and write. Take chances. You will succeed if you are fearless of failure. Appreciate every little beautiful moment in every day of your life. Give it a try, and you'll see the world from another perspective. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. The cynic sees only cynicism. The depressive can taint creation with one glance. People are supposed to care. It's good that people mean something to you, that you miss people when they're gone. With faith, discipline, and selfless devotion to the duty, there is nothing worthwhile that you cannot achieve. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. You are the magic code that unlocks your happiness.